Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's Vegas Postman here. We are going to be taking a look at the Cutlass Red. We're going to continue right on where we left off earlier today from today's previous stream, and we're going to be loading up the Cutlass, getting it prepared for duty here. We need some equipment to store into it, and maybe a little bit of upgrades. I think I want to get rid of the Gatlings and just go with four of the size 3 Panthers on it. That way it has a total laser layout. That way I won't have to worry about running out of munitions like some of the hard ballistics do. So we'll see where we can pick up some Panther repeaters and also load it up with guns, equipment, maybe a couple SCU open boxes, because I think this is going to be my primary ship when I go out and do any kind of FPS combat. So, all right, let's get right into the game here. I got it all loaded up. All right, we're probably going to have to claim it here. I didn't even... I just purchased it last stream from Lorville, and I flew back here and then logged off the game. Yep, there it is. Let's claim. It's got a claim time of 15 minutes, so you know we're just gonna let that sit, and we're gonna run and see if we can go over to Center Mass over here, up in New Babbage, and hopefully they have some Panthers there. If not, I will have to go figure out where they're for sale. My next guess is I don't know, maybe Area 18. I know Bajini Point has weapons for retail, but we'll figure it out. And then we can get this thing all loaded up. I picked up a bunch of med pens and other supplies. I want to pick up a maybe another AR board. I like running ARs. Currently, I'm running the the P8. In my loadout, so I really enjoy those. I did get a C54 with plenty of ammo. I also have a sight for the C4 and also a silencer. So if we can get it in a proper loadout with some storage, that way when I go do say Onyx missions or just even bunkers, I have maybe 1 or 2 SCU crates to bring with me. That way I can really be a loot goblin. I know there is a center mass here in New Babbage, I think. I want to say in the Commons area, if I remember correctly. Retail food business, yeah. It's gonna be it. Oh, I was messing around. Holy Jesus Christ. That is a killer armor set. Man. Props to you, dude. Props to you, whoever you may be. That is killer. I like that helmet, especially.
Capsule now approaching station. Stand clear of disembarking passengers.
Wonder how you get something fancy like that. What kind of mission? Maybe it was a limited time item. Had to be, right? See, that's the kind of look I want to go for. Not specifically that look, but the, you know, that hey, I've been playing this game and I did some shit. Not just, hey, I walked into a store and bought some stuff. Because I'll show you when I get off the elevator. I am basically... I found a cool helmet. That's it so far. But my armor is just pretty much off the shelf. As soon as I walked out of New Babbage, I went to Kelto and, you know, bought your standard heavy armor and, you know, green and kind of, you know, for a while I looked like Master Chief. And I had a very similar helmet until, you know, I got the one I currently have. So now that I'm getting, you know, more used to the game, and I made quite a bit of money, and I was, you know, getting the gameplay loops down. So yeah, this is my character here. Let's that's my current gear. So the helmet is the only thing I did find with the robotic eyeballs and all that stuff. So we're on our way. We're not there. But you know, this hey buddy. Looks like a new player. I think so. Had all the basics on. Unless he's just playing games with people, right? Oh, don't hurt me. I'm a new player. Right, we got it. Yeah, we got it. The plaza. Center ass this way. Mega Pro, center mass. See how much these guns even are. Right? Hey. Yeah, we get some shiny new toys here. So we got 4 size 3s, like I said, on the Cutty. Red. 2 of them are laser, and 2 of them are ballistics. I want to make them all laser.
Smart buy.
Everything good? Okay.
There's your Panther repeater, CF337.
Hi.
Give me 2 of those.
Good purchase.
What I like to see. Oh, you know what? Since I'm here, I might as well see if I can, personal weapons. See if we got some, ammo here. Shot, Klarna, doo-doo-doo. Before Warhawk? What might that be? Just a different paint scheme. Okay.
Good purchase.
So they're only selling the P4 Warhawk, right? Not the regular P4? Pulverizer, LMG. Do they sell the Pulverizer on its own? Because I heard that's a pretty powerful LMG, especially with the... Let's do a quick search. Nope, just the magazine. And what about the P4? Yeah, all they do is the Warhawk. Maybe I should... Oh, just locked out. Alright, let's go right back in. Maybe I should. Read them. E4. Warhawk. We'll buy 2 of those.
Smart buy.
E4 AR magazines. We'll do another 21. So now make it 31.
Nice choice.
Since I'm here on New Babbage, that'll be left in my my personal inventory just in case everything goes wrong. I'll be able to re-equip myself. People leaving trash around.
Keeping busy?
What are we looking at for food on us? Alright, we got no food on us.
Hi, and welcome to New Baggage. Well, thanks for listening. I hope you enjoy your time in New Baggage.
What do we have here for food options? Royce. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt your yoga. Sorry, folks. Ooh, cruise. That is by far the best drink in the whole game. Because not only does it do your thirst, but also your nutrition. I'm gonna buy about 5 or 6 of these. I think we're good on that. Let's get back to business here. Hopefully the ship should be close to being claimed. We can pull it up in the hangar and swap out those weapons. Put the Panthers on. No! Again, denied. We can set out in space and see what we're going to do.
Capsule now approaching station. Stand clear of disembarking passengers. Capsule now approaching station. Stand clear of disembarking passengers.
So before we bring it up from the
The capsule will be
from the hold, we'll equip those guns and then bring it up. Probably do
Careful,
walk
doors
through
are
the
now
ship.
closed.
I'm really excited for this ship. I mean, I know it's old and it's been in the game for quite a while, but this opens up gameplay loops to make them easier, just in case I'm an idiot and I get myself killed. Those 2 med beds with 2 respawns apiece are going to be very, very valuable. It's going to be a great addition to the fleet. I mean, if you can call a fleet 3 ships a fleet. But hey, I'm just starting out, so I'm kind of proud of myself here. This game, it takes some forethought, not only in your mission loadouts and what you're doing, but also the
Nearing next stop.
the acquiring of things, so you just make your gameplay experience that much easier. Stockpiling things and ammos and weapons, because you're gonna die a lot. You die a lot in the beginning of this game. You just don't know what you're doing. I mean, probably me more so than the average person, because not only was I dealing with, the complexity of this game, but also, converting over to, mouse and keyboard. So, it just, if you're frustrated and you're like, oh, I died, now I gotta go and spend 20 minutes just, getting another gun and buying a bunch of med pens and food and things like that, instead of just, readily having them available to, reset a kit, and then hopefully on your next turn you're successful, because by then you'll have gotten to your body and you can reclaim everything that's in your backpack. And bunch of dead naked people around here. What the hell's going on here? Hey, Customs, why don't you get on this, man?
Hi.
What the hell, you letting
Welcome to New Baggage.
drugs through the border or something? People ODing on the floor?
Hi.
So, we enter our mobiGlass here. Go to our vehicles, select a ship, and drink Cutlass Red. Systems, vehicle weapons. So, it's got the Mantis Gatling, that one's gone, and then that one's gone. The repeater, save changes and equip. This Gatling, put in the other Panther repeater, save changes and equip. Okay. What do we have for liveries? We got the basic livery. I'm not going to buy any liveries or anything for this ship, because there's going to be a wipe, eventually. So who knows? Maybe it'll,
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your vehicle has been delivered to the follow. Please visit us again.
Come to daddy. Oh man, this thing is beautiful. I love this design. I love this design. It's also got VTOL, so you can change the weapons manually, or the thrusters manually. Let's get some lights on this bad boy and do a walk around here. Oh, that is just so pretty. It even has lights on it, flashing rescue lights in, I believe it's red and blue, that you can turn on, so you know, people can see if you're friendly and you're coming to assist. Wow. Okay, so we got a docking collar there, so that means it's, you know, that's her EVA space. You can jump out in the middle of space, float around the ship, repair it, or dock it to either a large ship or a space station. Oh, 4 Panthers on it. Yeah, normally it would have just the 2 Panthers on the bottom here, but the Gatlins I replaced with the top. And normally on the Drake Cutlass Black, there up there you see that dome. That's usually a turret that is mountable by another player, controllable. Man, this thing is beautiful. Oh, I'm definitely going to enjoy this. Right, back here is apparently 12 SCU of storage is the most I can handle, but that's okay. You know, I had 8 SCU of storage on the Titan Avenger for the longest time, and I just took contracts that were, 80 SCU or lower. If anything, I'm just going to put, 2 SCU of cargo boxes right here, stacked up 1 and 1. And then, maybe if I can fit the Atlas Geo in here too for a little bit of mining or something occasionally, then, we'll be good to go. Alright, so let's look at the systems here. We got 1 fuse bay right there. Doesn't look, it looks like that's going to be componentry right there, but it's just not available right now. I don't know, I don't believe this ship has gone through its 1.0, what they call the gold pass, to where engineering is added, because engineering is a thing in this game with componentry. All right, so that is the airlock. Oh, it's got airlocks on both sides. I can do spacewalks on that. Okay, these are the medical. Alright, so it's got 200 med gels per, so that's either 4 full revives, or, if you come back to the ship and you're injured and it heals T3, tier 3 injuries, then it will use part of the med gel, so that will use up part of one of the actual revives. Now I wonder, oh, yep, I was just wondering, is this an airlock? Yep, okay. That way you don't depressurize the whole cabin. And so I'm going to have to make sure that that is always closed. And not make a stupid mistake. Respawn in here and then the airlock is open and we got 2 bunks. Okay, so that's room for 2 crew. Well, 1 plus myself. And going into the forward, we have here. Oh, we got some storage, 2 storage lockers. Okay, comes with some fuses, some Cambrio cartridges for repair. Oh, it's got a bathroom too. Look at that. So this would normally be where the turret bay is on the Cuddy Black for someone to jump in and operate the turret. But since there is no turret, this has now been converted to a bathroom. So it's got a shower. And then it should be a flip-down toilet, right? Yep. Nice. What if I don't want to sit? What if I want to close? There we go. And another 2 beds, okay. Oh, it does have an engineering terminal in it, even though it doesn't have any parts. Cooling system, life support, hydrogen fuel. Why are you telling me you're empty? Alright, going up here. This is the cockpit for the captain. And this is the co-pilot seat. I believe the co-pilot controls that dome on top, which, since it's not a weapon, I believe it's a spotlight, a high-powered spotlight, and some of the engineering stuff while we're in flight to remove some of the responsibility from the from the pilot himself. Let's take a seat in this. See how it is. All right. So let's. Okay, looking at the cockpit, we got what three pips, 1 radar. Okay, so this one will go to HUD. We'll immediately turn it on our standard setting of advanced HUD for SCM and nav. It looks pretty good. What about power management? We've got coolers. So when you're on the pip for the radar, you can scroll this out to increase your radar sensitivity. How far can we go? 40 kilometers should be good. Just to know if I need to get out of Dodge. It is a typical Cutlass, so you are going to have these braces here, but visibility seems to still be pretty good. Plus, you do have a little peak window here on the side. Okay. Now let's go grab some supplies, and we'll put them inside of the ship here. What do I have on me so far? Okay, that's all my personal stuff. That's what I'm going to keep on me. For our assistant, we might as well do it right now. Regeneration. Transfer imprint to the Cutlass Red. Confirm. So now our respawn is there. What a beautiful looking ship. What do we want? What do we want? That's size 1. We're gonna bring that because we're gonna put that on the this right here, the 54 SMG. I guess we'll bring a spare tool. We're not going to mess with the SCU container right now. That's a 2 SCU. That's the one I use for my RSI Hermes. So I'm just going to keep that where it is. I'll just buy two 1 SCUs. Is that the silencer? No, it's a rangefinder. I had a silencer somewhere. Maybe it was on page 1. Did I already pass it? Sir missiles. No, I did not. So let's go to page 3. C-54, I already have one of those on board. That's going to be... No, I don't really care about the mining attachment. C-54 mag, there we go. We'll bring all those. Some extra med pens here to store on the ship. Maybe 5 to put on ship. Right. Ooh, that's a 1X Delta reflex. You know what? We're actually gonna bring the Delta instead. So I got 21 mags that I'll store in the ship and another 21 here at base. You know what? Let's why are you not stucking? Here we go. Got a whole bunch more P4 AR. But I do have some on me still in a full loadout, so we're good on that. That's 14 mags worth. That should be fine. If I run into any difficulties, all I'll need to do is put 3 of these on us. I could have swore I had a silencer. Maybe I already installed it on a P54 I dropped in the into the oh, there it is. Tested suppressor, size 1. Nope. Didn't I want a tractor attachment? I could have. Yeah, I thought I wanted a tractor attachment too. That's the medical one. That's the orbit mining one. Another mining. I could have sworn I had. Okay, we'll have to pick that up in our adventures too. That's okay, though. Alright, let's go throw this stuff on the ship and then head out. Man, this is great. Okay, so inventory. What if I take this and I equip that, right? Okay. And we'll take this attachment, put it down here, right? That's crazy. Okay, so let's do a quick check here that did not disrupt my P4AR or my max lift. Okay. So inside of this storage, we'll put the weapon stuff, right? C54 mags and the suppressor and multi-tool, and then inside of this one we will split it out and we will put a couple of med pens, 3 of our drinks. Alright, so we're good on our loadout. Everything is good. We got this in storage. Okay, here we go, kids. Let's go do something. I like that intro. Each company, whether it's RSI or Drake or Anvil, they all have their interfaces, their ship greetings. That they're all independent. They all have their own independent sound, their feel. Drake is kind of a very industrial, hard nosed type manufacturer that really gets straight to the point. Whereas somebody like RSI is a little more sleek, a little more thoughtful in its design, a little bit sexier. And then you get up to something like the Origin ships, like the 890 Jump, which is just absolute luxury line, to where all the materials, the woods and the things inside and the habitats and the bedrooms, and they have bars and spas, and they're really exploration ships. And each manufacturer has a different feel, and that's great. It really makes this game apart from all the others.
You're all set to go.
Fire this up. Okay, so we will return to VTOL thrust, which you use K, and that will rotate your thrusters on ships that have VTOL. Let's see what the lights are. Yep, there's the lights. That is great. That is great. Hopefully I'm on a nice stable server and we don't, get any kind of rubber banding or anything like that, when we're doing a mission. Sometimes the FPS combat can get a little awkward, Almost kind of makes me want like a red armor or something. Oh, it's raining out today. All right.
Bye, and thank you for visiting, New.
Out of atmosphere. So our cruising speed is what, 210-ish maybe? 211. Okay. Let's check out our roll. Yeah, she's definitely slow on the roll. This is considered a medium ship, so it's to be expected. It's definitely not going to have the mobility of, the Avenger Titan or any of the, the light fighters that, that have a much smaller footprint and less weight. What is its total roll? Okay. Not bad. What about roll under boost? Oh, she's purty. Let's see what kind of trouble we can get into here. Contracts. What do we got? What do we got for mercenary? Establish security. Shepherd's Rest on Pyro. Delect security threat. Comm array on Clio. Their comm array. Another comm. Secure site. UNT Security Center on Microtech. I think we'll take that. That's a pretty good contract for 66,000. What's this one here? UNT Security Center on Callio. Now we'll take this one here. Fast as the spooling. Looking for a, here we go, orbital marker. We'll see what our max speed is. Probably just over 1,000. Oh, but over 1,100. Not bad. Not bad for a medium ship, for sure. We're gonna have to take the long route. It's not letting me jump directly to the site. Unless. What is that? MT Security Center 33W7. Let's see if we can type that in, maybe 337. Yep. D337. Is that it? Why would it say that distance? 33W7 XGT. That was it. But the distance was weird on it. Microtech Security Center 337. Okay, it did route it. So since this is a site defense, it shouldn't have me trespassing. Which also means I shouldn't have to worry about turrets. What a pretty looking ship. Just beautiful looking ship. Still feels faster than the Hermes by a little bit. I don't know if it is technically, but it feels it. I don't know if it's just because of the weight that the ship bears. supposed to have a vest tonight here too. Huh. Maybe I'll mine that after. Probably just gems, small gems. Okay, so where should I park? Keep it a safe distance away.
Landing complete. Engines offline.
Okay, let's go see what they need. Load out, fully some drink, got everything, we're good to go. Let's rock and roll, kids. That's a farther hike than I thought it was going to be. Oh, is that somebody here with a C8 Pisces? Alright, we might have engagement with another player too. Oh, that is not a C8. It is a piece of a ship that probably got taken out by a turret. Just so you know, Alt 1 is your weapon pooling, so you can repool your ammo into full magazines. So, say you swap out, a magazine has 4 in it, and one's got 5. You can repool them all into one just by hitting Alt 1. This is Microtech, so friendly should be wearing white. Because you don't want to, you do not want to kill friendlies, although it's not one of the mission objectives still. You just, you'll eventually come to learn what, what the uniforms are for each each friendly. What are they? Hostiles 100%, but I'm not seeing anybody. Oh,
Lost one! We got trouble! We're getting poached! Shit! They just killed us! I've got you covered! Dodge all you want. This ends with you dead. Maybe got something. Kick it up. Oh shit! I'm hit! Okay, let's do this. Shit's that.
repool, next wave. Not sure how many waves this is. I think it's 3 waves, maybe 4. Let's see if these guys have any, ooh, kill shot. Take that, and all of his ammo. Wow, we just got a kill shot. I was gonna buy that weapon anyway. Okay, let's go in there, check this out. We got 17 seconds. Maybe this guy's got some, Klarna. No. Sure they don't come from behind me either.
don't just disappear. Go ahead. I got them. I really got them. You got it. Be careful, I lost them. Taking shots! Go, go! I'm wounded! Yeah, I got ya. Oh, it's going down. Okay, let's do this. It's on now. We got trouble! Someone wants to tussle.
Come on, dude. Come on, buddy.
You got it! Today just got interesting. It's on now. Ah! I'm hit!
Get your toes, buddy. Little old dog here, custodian SMG. Huh. Never played with it. Not gonna mess with it. I want to stick to ammos and guns that I know. Already looted this dude. About this guy that was back here. Oh my god.
Friendly down! Oh, shot! Oh, shit, man down!
Damn it. Now they're in that door, I can't loot them. That sucks. I usually make that mistake. I get too eager, you know? So I make a mistake. And
I'll cover you. We're taking casualties.
I should have enough time, though, after this is
Someone just
complete
got
to
blasted.
loot these bodies. They give you 30 minutes after you complete one of these to loot.
Got a problem. Oh shit! I'm hit.
There we go. Objective complete. So 29 minutes and we'll trespass, but we got paid out for that. That should have been a quick 60K. Check my wallet here. Yep, we're good to go. Spend a little bit of time looting. R97 shotgun. No thank you. Don't mess with shotguns in this game. Alright, workers are coming back in. Be mindful of them. crates around here to loot too. Oh, you're safe, buddy. You're good. You're good. Fuck with you. There's a crate. You know what? I don't have much food on me. I'm just gonna take that because learn of fate. Have one of those. I'm gonna take that other kill shot too. I'm gonna take 2 of those. I really want to give that gun a try. I see a lot of people that kind of give it praise when I watch content creators and things. Reach down there. Missed that crate. See, I killed those guys inside of these doors and now I can't loot their bodies. Get a little too anxious. Or what's that? Oh, there's a box right there. That box was it down here? I saw from above. Really enjoy these missions. You know, it's done quite a few different gameplay loops today, and that's kind of just the way I like to play this game. You know, sometimes I'll run cargo, sometimes I'll, you know, do some hand mining or whatever. Do a little FPS stuff. What is that? A Stratus jacket? Clothing? Yeah. I think I've pretty much gotten everything here. I think we're good. These areas aren't super rich with loot. You know, you're better off doing, you know, an ASD Onyx or something like that. Much higher tier loot. But you know, just to get myself used to, you know, FPS combat and everything. You know, get the muscle memory on, you know, on the leans and stuff like that. Reloads. Crouch and all that stuff. Last one out the door. Ooh, P8. I'll take those. Alright, let's get back to the ship and take off. And go do something else. Maybe we'll hit those gems I saw on the way over here if I can find them. And we can mine those. Oh, it's a fest tonight. Bring it back to base. You know, keep the stuff that's like, you know, if I happen to get any over 750 quality. You're welcome, boys. Y'all have a good day. Ooh, that's a C1 or C2. Oh, I hope he didn't blow my ship up, dude. Oh, it's this way. That's going the wrong direction. There are lights over there. That my ship? Did I leave the lights on? I did leave the lights on like an idiot. Hey everybody, here, come shoot my ship. There's no one in it. Completely destroy it. Oh, this ship is great, dude. It just gives me the confidence to be able to go out and do first-person shooter missions, and you know, if something goes haywire, to, you know, just be able to respawn or, you know, do things like that. Okay, so you know what we can do here is we have two of these Klarnas, right? We can equip this one, and then we will store it, and then we'll also take some of the ammo here from the Klarna. Or the kill shot, actually, it was. That we got, yeah, we did get kill shot ammo. Put that over there. So we got another kill shot. A bunch of ammo. Bunch more P8 ammo. We can put that in here too. Cool. Alright, let's get out of here before we get a trespassing charge. Is that spotlight always on? Let me sit in the co-pilot seat and see. Those buttons seem to be physical. The weapon system. Remote turret. So that was it. Okay, so how do we turn this off? Would that be you? No. L? No. T? No. I? No. Okay. That's kind of weird.
Your systems are offline.
There we go.
Weapons offline.
So for some reason it was on.
Weapons offline. Hello and welcome aboard your great interplanetary craft. Your
So
system
it's
is
just on the
offline.
on position the very first time. You have to turn it off, or turn it on and then turn it off, and then it resets.
Engines online.
See you later, alligator. Still got anybody there? There's still somebody there. Looked like a C2 spirit, I would say. Yeah, it's plenty high enough here. Let's scanning mode. Let me look at my power output. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. Quantum, we don't care about that radar. Alright, so let's take one pip away from thrusters, and we will put it into the radar system. No, we need more. So if we tab now we should be able to check our resources. They'll bring this back down to 2. Put it back into what I would say shields. Shields and let's look at our resources here. It is dark out, but I wonder how much the temperature is going to drop. Lights do not help. Too foggy out. Flyby instrumentation. Lack of sight. Oh, those are those wolf dogs.
Landing gear down. Engines offline.
See how cold it is out there. The atmosphere is safe. It's 20C. Should be okay. Should be okay. Five. That's kind of sketchy. That's kind of sketch if that doesn't come down. Okay, where was this stuff? Nice relaxing way to finish out the evening, doing a little bit of mining. Now, I'm not going to do a how-to guide, but basically you stand in front of the rock with the hand miner, right? It's going to scan the item, then it's going to tell you its fracturability. Then you're going to have 2 meters on your on the back of your device here. The one on the left is going to be the amount of power that you need to be keeping it in the green before you get to red, and it fractures prematurely and probably most likely kills you. And then the meter on the right is going to be your power level, and you will use Alt and your scroll wheel up and down to modify the meter on the right to keep the power so the meter on the left stays into the green until the full circle underneath the meter on the left fills up, and then the rock properly fractures. So see how we're starting, and then we're going to raise the power level on the right. I usually go to about 5, and then it starts. And once it starts into that green area, that little plus symbol underneath the left hand, see how it's starting to fill. So you want to just play with your power levels to make sure it stays within that green and does not breach into red. If that meter fills up in time, you have successfully fractured a rock. And then you just hit right click and it sucks it all up. And you get to take it home. Go. I think I'm going to call it a night. Nice short stream. It's 9 o'clock. I want to get off early, spend some time with the dog, chill out. So let's head back to New Babbage, and we will park this. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. Dude. Dude, can I not get back on my fucking ship? Are you fucking kidding me? Dude, you're kidding me. Well, let's close this and reopen it and see if that does the trick. That is absolutely crazy. That is absolutely crazy if I cannot get back on my ship. See, I can't even get close to the ramp. It's like the physics or something is blocking me. Dude, I did not fucking crouch. Like, why would you even crouch under there? Like, there isn't auto crouch in the fucking game. Like, what are you doing? I think I'm fucking stuck, dude. Oh my god, thank you. I'm gonna have to remember that. I'd have been a little upset if I well, not really, but I just would have called it. Gone all the way back home and then respawned everything, and been a little bit mopey about what I lost, but not really. Okay, let's look at our inventory here. Let me see what kind of gem quality we got. 2 garbage, 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 garbage. It's all garbage. Okay. Oh, we'll still put it in storage and then we'll salvage it. Or not salvage it, but refine it. Get rid of it. The grading goes from 0 to 1,000, so pretty much anything, you know, 750 or above you want to keep. Anything 500 above when you're using it for crafting will make just your average item. Like say if you're crafting a gun and you use materials that are 500, but if you use materials that are 750, you get extra perks like increased, you know, rounds per minute or, you know, better stability and things like that, so. It's important now to pay attention to quality of what you're farming.
Engines online.
Vital, baby. Yeah, we'll go to New Babbage and park this girl. Call it a night. Man, I really like this ship. I'm just gonna have to pay attention to that rear cargo door on where I'm parking.
Landing gear up. Shield system offline.
We're on Microtech, so we're just kind of looking for New Babbage here. There we go.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off. Shield system online.
Overall, I'd have to say I'm very happy with this ship and this purchase. Like I said, it was about 2.8 million credits in game, so just keep whittling away, working, doing whatever you want, or just going to chat. There's people with trillions of dollars, and be like, hey, can I have 5 mil? And they'll probably gift it to you. To be honest with you.
Here we are. One space, as promised. care of your vehicle from here.
Engines offline. Your systems are offline.
See, that is part of the problem right there, is it does not come to the ground. Let me look at something. Oh yeah, see, it even stresses the suspension right there. Little design flaw? Let's look at that again just to verify that. So a ramp comes down. Yep. Yep. Slight glitch. They're gonna have to work on that. Yeah, see how the vehicle settles down now on its suspension after it closes? I will have to remember that. So I probably won't use that for like hand mining or anything like that. If I'm on a flat surface, it's going to work, at least until they get a pass-through on the vehicle and get it actually, you know, through gold standard and passed with engineering and all of its componentry. And I would imagine it's probably that way on all the Cutlass lines, whether it's the Cutlass Blue, Cutlass Steel, Cutlass Black, and this, the red.
Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Good purchase. I like that ship. I like that ship a lot. Go dump some stuff out of my inventory, put it in local here in New Babbage. Bill shot ammo. Bill shot rifle. Very disappointed I didn't get anything above, what, 416 was the highest on the gems. I was hoping for at least maybe a couple of them in the 600 to 700 plus range. But it's okay, it is what it is. Got quite a few Larner rifles, so I can take those out. Not really worry about you. Oh, I do have a custodian already. Yeah, I got lots of Karnas. This is the one I really wanted, the kill shot. I think I'm gonna swap that out on my my P4 AR and give that a whirl. Because what's that? Rate of fire 550, magazine size, effective range 50. 525, 50 meters, 45 rounds. Okay, so slightly lower rounds downrange, but same distance, but a 5 more in the magazine. What size weapon is that? It's what, a size 3, size 2. So I could put one of these 3Xers on it and have something for a little bit longer engagement than just a AR with a red dot on it. Okay, well, let's we're gonna have to grab some ammo here. What's that kill shot? Where is P4 AR mag? Those over. We got plenty of P4 AR. Okay, cool. Nope, didn't want to do that. Full mag, and then 10 in the back. Alright, we are kitted out, loaded out, and ready for the next session. I just want to say thanks to everybody watching this. Hope you all have a good night. Today, I would consider a very successful day. 2 good streams, no real bugs. I mean, except for the, trying to get back up into the Cutty Red there, but I was gonna try it until I got back up, and then I would have tried other things as far as putting stuff on the ground. But we successfully managed to get in it and get her home. So now I know to be very careful about placement on that ship. So I just want to say thanks everybody. Again, I really enjoy this. I love streaming. I think this is this is great. Even though I don't have a large audience or anything like that, it's if I'm playing video games, I might as well try to create a community and hopefully connect with some of you and play games that you enjoy and discuss topics that everybody can get engaged in. And by engagement I don't mean piss you off and do things like that. It's not really. Oh, see, my bottle's back. So what I'm going to do to decorate the place is I'm just going to start lining bottles all the way around the outside of this railing here. You know what? Let's start with another one right now. Menu. Where we can save. So just in case you're wondering how this game saves, considering it is an MMO, whenever you're in a station or a major city, you log out, or if you log out by bed save in a one of your ships that happens to have a bed in it, you can log out that way. And next time you come into the game, since I'm here in New Babbage, I'll just probably load right into my hangar and start the game that way. Or say, if you're up at Seraphim Station or some other location in a spaceport, and you have your ship stored, and then you log out, you'll just start the game right there. Hey guys, thanks again. I will see y'all in the next one. Man, that 2 hours flew by. That flew by. Didn't really expect to stream that long, but hope everybody has a good rest of the evening. good work week. I might be on tomorrow. I'm not really sure. It's all about how much free time I can muster. So, hope everybody has a good night and see you in the next one.